Coming up on today's episode of The Flare, an insight on our male fibered singers, your daily weather report, announcements, sports report, and so much more.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The vision of Doral Academy Charter Middle High School is to set the standard for outstanding student achievement while providing a safe and nurturing academic environment.
Good morning, Firebirds. I'm Michael Gonzalez. Today is Monday, April 8th, the start of the new week, and The Flare starts...
3, 2, 1.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
Spring break showing us what real spring weather looks like, we saw a lot of changes from sunny skies to non-stop rain. It can be pretty difficult to predict the weather in these conditions. Thankfully, we have Nicolas Castillo as our weather whisperer with today's weather report.
Good morning, Firebirds. My name is Nicolas Castillo, here with today's weather report. Today, temperatures will start chilly at a low of 66, but will rise to a high of 81 by the afternoon. With a 0% chance of rain, there's no need to have an umbrella prepared. Wind speeds will be around 6 to 14 miles per hour, with gusts reaching up to 23. That's all for today's weather report. Now back to your anchors.
Thanks, Nico. Now I won't have to worry about getting drenched. Speaking of which, the weather isn't the only thing that affects our environment. People all around the world waste millions of plastic, destroying our earth by the minute. Luckily, we have a day dedicated for the care and prevention of just that. Green Club is hosting an Earth Day festival on April 20th from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. The first 100 attendees will receive free insulated water bottles. So if you're interested in attending, check the Instagram for more information. With the solar eclipse happening this afternoon, it's very important to meet some safety requirements so that we can all enjoy this wonderful event. Here's Sanae Barreto with some safety precautions.
As summer approaches, the sun continues blazing down on us, but for a few minutes into the spreading summer, there will be some shadow in the sky. Solar eclipses happen when the sun, the earth, and the moon are lined up, either fully or partially. This only happens occasionally because the moon doesn't orbit at the same plane that the sun and earth do. The time when they're aligned is known as eclipse season, which happens twice a year. It will be seen tomorrow afternoon from 2 to 4 p.m. These are some safety tips from FPTV to make sure you have a fun eclipse season. First, make sure to not look up during the time of the eclipse. The sun rays can burn your eyes and you will not feel any pain. Instead, make sure to wear protective lenses specifically designed for solar eclipses. Those are given out for free in various establishments such as local libraries. Now, time for trivia. How often do solar eclipses occur? When was the last time there was a solar eclipse in the US? How many states will the eclipse pass by? Okay, Firebirds, remember to enjoy this fun experience and to remain safe.
With state and AP tests coming around the corner, needing to keep track of dates, locations, while staying on top of your work can be quite the hassle. Luckily, here at The Flare, we keep you updated with all announcements to make sure you stay informed on every event. We'll be having a meeting at 2:30 for high school and 3:30 for middle school, today in Ms. Ville's Zoom. NHS will be having a meeting tomorrow at 3:45 on Mr. Pita's Zoom. Tickets for Troops 6358's West Side Story are now on sale. Pre-sale is $15 and will end today. French Honor Society will be having a meeting at 2:40 for high school and 3:40 for middle school on Tuesday, April 9th in 113A. Key Club will be having a meeting on April 18th at 2:40 in the cafeteria. Triumph will be having a meeting on April 18th at 2:40 p.m. in room 528H. And finally, prom will be held April 27th. Cameras, phones, and other recording devices are common ways of keeping memories intact over a long period of time. Here's a PSA on why it's important to realize that all we have is now.
According to a Harvard University study, nearly half of people's waking hours are spent not living in the moment.
Come in.
Hey, what's up? How you been? Oh, cool, camera. Let's take a picture.
Of course.
Capture the moment because all we have is now.
On the topic of after-school activities, Doral is well known for its sports program across the nation. It's important that we support our Firebirds to strive for greatness. With that said, here's Paula Castillo keeping you updated with all the latest athletic news.
Good morning, Firebirds. I'm Paula Castillo, and here's today's sports report. On Friday, our baseball team won against Terra with a score of 10-0. With this game, the baseball team has had 18 wins and 1 loss throughout the season so far. They will also be having a game on Thursday against American Heritage at 4 p.m. This weekend, our softball team had a tournament at Kissimmee. In their first game, Yesenia Lopez struck out 15 batters in 7 to a 7-2 win over Haggerty High School. Their second game was against Bartow with a final score of a loss of 1-0. Their third game was against Somerset with a final score of 6-0, and the team piled up 10 hits in the game. Their last game was against Oakleaf with a final win of 4-0, and next up for varsity is a home game against American Heritage on Tuesday. Tomorrow, flag football will be having their semifinals at 4 p.m. against Coral Park in Doral Meadows. On Thursday, there will be a tennis match against Boca Raton at 2 p.m. Good luck, Firebirds. Good luck to all. That's all for today's sports report. I'm Paula Castillo. Now back to your anchors.
That's all for today's edition of the Flair Firebirds. Don't forget to tune in again tomorrow. Make sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms at Firebird TV, and we hope you have a marvelous Monday.